Welcome to A Quest for Metal. I asked you guys what you hate most about the metal community or metal in general, and you fucking delivered. And today we're going to read out some of your comments, and we're going to agree, we're going to disagree. It's going to be a nice, jolly old hating time, because don't you just love hating stuff? I know I do. Now, before I get started with this list, whoever didn't comment on the community post, pop down below. What do you hate most about the metal community? What triggers you? What grinds your gears? Let me know, and let's get started with your list. So quickly, before I actually get to your list, the main thing that I said on the post, and what triggers me the most out of anything, is when people think opinions mean facts. Opinions don't equal facts. If someone hates Opeth, my favourite band, that doesn't mean that they're bad. You know, it means they don't like the band. And I don't like some bands. I don't like Queensryche, and it triggered a lot of fucking people. But it doesn't mean the band's bad. The band's obviously fucking talented. That's why they got a massive fan base. Opinions don't equal fucking facts. And that's the main thing that I just don't understand why people can't take to heart, you know? Me hating something doesn't mean you have to hate it. You hating something I like doesn't fucking matter to me, so opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got them. But you don't really want to show them around unless you have a channel like this, in which case I'll be showing my asshole all the fucking time. Now let's get started with your picks. So first up, another metal YouTuber, one we've collabed with, the Metal Fucking Meltdown. He said what annoys him most is the elitism, the gatekeeping, and the idea that anybody is a poser if they listen to something that isn't true metal. So something like Ghost or Death Heaven, he says. This is true. Yeah, this is annoying as well. You can like what you like. I don't understand why people think you're not a metalhead because you listen to Avenged Sevenfold. You're not a metalhead because you listen to Ghost. People can listen to anything and still be metalhead. You know, I listen to, like, Madonna sometimes. I listen to ABBA. You know, Kate Bush. Fucking love Kate Bush. You know, people can like different things. You can like Kate Bush and like Gorgoroth. Just like I do. You know, you can like multiple genres of music. And the gatekeeping is kind of stupid. I know black metal specifically is kind of secular, and they kind of don't... They're gatekeeping for a reason for that one, but the music is so harsh, it kind of gatekeeps itself. You don't need to gatekeep it, because a lot of people hate that sound anyway. I love the sound, but a lot of people hate that sound, so you don't need to... It's not that precious. You're not Gollum. You don't have to keep hold of it the entire time. Let people enjoy what they want, you know? They want to enjoy Five Finger Death Punch and Burzum? Be my guest, because I do as well. So yeah, fuck it, I agree with you on that one. I agree. Next up is the Goth Cat, who says, the idea that you are less metal for liking something that isn't metal, such as Madonna. And the Goth Cat says, I'll dance to Madonna as much as I want, thank you. Exactly, just to reiterate the last point, listen to anything doesn't make you less metal. Agreed. Jack Meatsoff, Jack Meatsoff, that's amazing. He said, for me it's the social justice warriors, both the fans and musicians alike. Now, I'm not going to get into political debate here, but I kind of agree. I just like the music. You know, I don't care. I mean, Burzum's one of my favourite black metal bands, so if I had a problem with that, I wouldn't listen to them. But I do listen to them. I listen to Five Finger as well. I listen to all these other fucking bands. So obviously, I don't give a shit about anything like that. I said I like Five Finger, now I'm getting targeted by a missile. Anyway, so yeah, when some musicians and stuff like Rob Flynn or whoever try to like push it in your face, it's the same as anything. You know, if a left winger or right winger is pushing something in your face, I don't want either of them. You know, I don't fucking want either in my face. You try and push something on someone, it's going to make them hate it more. People need to understand that. People need to understand if you push something on someone, they will fucking hate it more. Ryan Giola says, non-metalheads always asking, why do you listen to that satanic garbage? This one I've never had anyone ask that to me, but for people that do, just say because it's nice to listen to and I enjoy it. That's literally it. You just say, I enjoy it because it's fucking good. And if they try and say like, that's not good, that's garbage, you just do the whole Lebowski thing and just say like, that's your opinion, man. But my opinion's fucking right, and then you deck 'em one. So if anyone tries to If anyone tries to shit on it, just punch them, and then it'll all just go away. You know, because people who do that condescending, they need to get a thump. Schnarf, which is another good name, says he hates that everything has to belong to a certain genre. And he says examples of bands that don't need defining are Tool and Deftones. Disagree on this one. Genres are a good thing for metal. Because if you like some bands in a certain genre, the genre's there so you can explore other bands in that certain genre. If you like Viking metal, like Bathory, you'll find some other good fucking bands of that similar caliber to enjoy. Same as, you know, you like prog metal, like Tool. I know you said it's not defining, but it's prog metal. If you like stuff like Tool, then you might like stuff like Dream Theater, Opeth, and bands of that nature, Symphony X, Porcupine Tree, bands of that nature. So genres are a fucking good thing. What I think you're getting at is people that kind of over-genre, people that kind of push genres too much, and are like, oh, blackened, thrash, and death grind, and it's like, what the fuck does that even mean? There should be like 8 genres, or 6, there should be like 6 genres. 6 genres. Black, thrash, death, prog, and then alternative, and then thrash, I guess. Oh, and heavy metal. 7 genres. Everything else can kind of go into those categories. New metal can go into alternative, because new metal, what the fuck does that? It doesn't mean anything. Throw that in alternative metal. So like Korn, Slipknot, System of a Down, Deftones, they'd all be in the same fucking genre there. Alternative metal. Throw grunge in alternative metal because it is alternative. So throw that there as well. Heavy metal, throw glam in there, because glam's just a dirty word. Throw that in with the heavy metal because it does have that heavy metal sound. There you go, you need like 7 genres. That's fucking it. You know? Black and thrash, that's thrash, obviously, because it ends with thrash. It's black and thrash. Throw that in the thrash. Black and death, that's death. It ends with death. Throw that in the death. You see what I'm getting at? So, I want a petition for just fucking 7 genres. You know, 7 fucking... Gent? What the fuck is that? It's prog. Throw that into the prog category. Meshuggah, that's prog. Fucking prog. There you go. Animals Lead, prog. All that shit. 7 genres. You heard it here first. That's all you need. That's all you fucking need for metal. Boy, we're going into a weird rants today about politics and genres and stuff. It's getting heavy, man. It's getting heavy. McDrew says people taking metal way too seriously. Yeah, some people take it way too seriously. Kind of like me. But you should just ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore me as well. Ignore everyone. That's what you should do. Ignore the world. Jonathan Humphreys has 2 things, but they're kind of personal. He says, can't stand all the gross out stuff. I love it. And he also says sexism in metal is a huge issue. I mean, I've not really... What kind of sexism metal? Do you mean in the lyrics? Like Cannibal Corpse fucks with a knife? That kind of stuff? Because I fucking love that shit. I fucking love that shit. Stripped, Raped and Strangled is probably one of my favourite songs of all time. If I did a top 50 songs, which I may do, Stripped, Raped and Strangled is so fucking good. That'll be really high me. So I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Do you mean inclusivity within the bands? Because so many bands with amazing females at the helm, or even full female bands like Asagram, fucking amazing bands. You know, Venom Prison, holy shit. Her vocals, Ginger, another fucking amazing one. Spirit Box, I loved. So, I don't know much about the sexism in metal, to be honest. I think there's so many good bands with females in. You know, Boltthrower had a fucking female bassist, and how fucking good were they? So good. So goddamn good. So, don't know for that one. L2J Nickel says, people assuming metalheads have below average intelligence. And most metalheads are into like Tolkien, Lovecraft and stuff like that. So yeah, I agree with this one. This one's 100% fact. You know, you can't judge someone by what they listen to because that's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. And you shouldn't judge someone by what they listen to. Perkinus, which is a good commenter on the channel, has a really long one which I'm not going to read out, but basically he doesn't like the elitism and gatekeeping, what people kind of throw about. He thinks it's a good thing. Again, we've gone through that. I don't think it's a good thing, to be honest. The gatekeeping, it does itself, so you don't need to gatekeep The music gatekeeps itself. Death metal will gatekeep people from listening to it because it's fucking heavy, and there's gore everywhere, like Jonathan Humphrey said. So I think the music gatekeeps itself. Elitism. That's just another word for an asshole. So we don't like assholes. So they can all fuck off. But unless they're funny, if they're a funny asshole, they can stay. But yeah, people just like, fuck you, you listen to this. They can fuck off. Fuck off. The second point he has is a big one, which I've seen from people like Count D'Angelo, whatever the fuck he's called, who watches the channel and he comments on other people's channel. He always says that, oh, there's nothing's as good as 2019, nothing's as good as the fucking old days. Fuck off. This year's had so many good releases, and Perkinos is fucking annoyed at people like that. Metal isn't dying. There are plenty of bands that do sound fresh, like he said. So I'm with Perkinos on this. Metal is not fucking dying. There's so many good new metal bands out there. Even this year, there's so many debuts that came out, which are fucking amazing. So many amazing releases from 2020 and 2019, and people who say it's dying, they're dying. Anyone who says metal is dying, or that this year isn't as good, blah blah blah, they're like those fucking old people in the Muppets that aren't happy with anything. They're not satisfied with anything. So you can't please them, so just ignore them or block them. That's what you should do with people like that. Jamie Horsley also says the same thing. He said elitism, and when people say metal is dying, they don't explore for themselves good albums, and that's right, they don't fucking explore the music out there, because there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of albums which are fantastic this year, but they're probably like, oh no, I'm not going to listen to Power, I don't like Power, I'm not going to listen to any of the albums in Power, and they're missing out on like 50 good albums this year? Oh, I don't like thrash, I only like this certain fucking subgenre. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. So I'm going to end it with the Scary Vendetta, who says, when people say that metal has to be angry, extreme, or depressing, the funny stuff like Ailstorm is great too. 100% agree. Love the funny stuff like Ailstorm, Rum Ahoy, things like that. I know I said humour isn't in metal, it's not, the best, but some bands fucking do it really well. Vintral's fun, Corpiclani, a lot of folk bands are mentioning. A lot of folk. Yeah, there is a lot of fun ones out there as well. So that was a heavy video. Let me know down below some of the things that annoy you in metal. Where do you stand with some of the stuff that I've said? Probably going to trigger a lot of people. But that's the name of the game. So we hope you had fun, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.